and welcome to the Sports on Prime. I'm Gary Al Smith. Today, the breaking news story that Asamoah Gyan has been dropped from the Black Stars final squad. We'll give you the reasons. Also, some news involving the FA Cup. We have a final matchup on the 29th of October, and then we do some news involving the foreign leagues. Thank you for your time. So, as you know, Kwesi Appiah had named his preliminary 26-man squad that we thought was the end of the team that he was going to take to Uganda to play Uganda in Kampala later this week in the World Cup qualifying. However, news coming in says that Asamoah Gyan, because of his persistent injury, has had to be dropped. And he had been under observation for the past couple of days, but the Black Stars captain cannot make it. The story on myjoyonline.com, let's take a look at it. It says that the Ghana captain has been dropped. Holland-based talented midfielder Thomas Ajipon was also left out of the traveling party for similar reasons as the Black Stars opened their training camp in Kenya. So it's in Kenya that is happening. And according to the statement from the FA, Gyan and Ajipon were unable to recover in time for the match to be played in Kampala. Yeah, that means that Ghana's striking options go down just a bit. But in the coming days, we will see how Kwesi Appiah will be able to cope with the players he has. In the MTN FA Cup, there's a lot happening. The game between Kotoko and Medeama was rained off on Sunday, and they had to do the replay as they lost demand. So at 3 p.m., they set out again at the Obuasi Lane Clay, and Kotoko needed to win. Did they? Let's take a look.
JFE. And Frank Safu JFE. And now Marcia Santo Kotoko have JFE. With good opportunity, and again in the box, Frank Safu JFE. And still struggling. Oh, Marcia Santo and Jackson's ball here. And Eric Donko. And Kotoko still struggling. And Sadiq Adams eventually scores for Marcia Santo Kotoko. He was just scrambled into the net. And Medeama players disappointed at least. The ref Jackson with his ball whipped into the far corner there. And again, poor defensive play there for Donsu. And goalkeeper failed to deal with it. Well, I suspect there was a handball situation there from Sadiq Adams. And that's how come the Medeama players are protesting. Again, look at it again. When the ball was whipped in here, all of them went in. And the referee was thinking I will still keep it. Ball whipped in. Oh, and that inside built on a lot of controversy.
Right, so that means that Hearts of Oak and Kotoko. Hearts of Oak, as you know, already qualified earlier in the day by beating Wa All Stars. So the two big clubs take to the field, and the final will be in Tamale on the 29th of October. Should be a good one. We'll be building up to that here on Joy Sports. And as part of the activities to herald the Free Senior High School Initiative, an invitational tournament has been put together, and students in Ekropon have gone through a tennis clinic to enhance their skills as well. Here is a report by Nana Kwame Asamoah.
La Constant Tennis Center is an NGO based in Ekropon. It has been in existence for the past 3 years, and its prime objective is to take kids off the streets.
That a few more of our friends would set up similar establishments all over the country as incubators for training future leaders, not just training sportsmen and women, but for training future leaders.
Over 50 students participated in this year's annual event, which saw them exhibiting great talent and skills to the admiration of parents and invited dignitaries. 2 kids who participated in the just-ended McDonald's Junior Open have been selected to the national team. Eric Yeboah and Kwesi Amwako are products of this exercise. Dr. Alex Boafo, who is founder of this organization, was pleased with the turnout.
About 2 years ago, we had the thought that we could create a community-based tennis program for children. It has several motivational factors. It is the kids off the streets. It teaches them tennis, how to play tennis. So we use tennis as a medium to train our kids in the skills of tennis, and at the same time use the opportunity to give our kids a chance to advance. And we also give them opportunity to learn, even the educational skills are taught in the process.
Right, so it's been an interesting weekend of football across Europe. Barcelona won in an empty stadium. Real Madrid did their thing, and also in England we saw a very decisive victory for Manchester City. Also, we saw that Arsenal won and Liverpool were, well, Liverpool again. However, one of the stories of the weekend came from Stamford Bridge, where Manchester City went away to win in a morale-boosting and psychologically very, very huge victory. I was there at the bridge, and this was the report.
Chelsea Football Club are not used to being dominated, but against Manchester City at home, they were. It's not clear what was wrong. Antonio Conte himself in his post-match interview seemed to be a bit defensive and took a shot at the Premier League and said essentially that if you want to succeed in Europe, you can't eat your cake and have it. You need to give the Premier League clubs a lot more time to prepare. But that, in a way, was looking away at the obvious, that Manchester City were a better side organization. In terms of hunger, in terms of wanting it more. City, especially in the second half, came out the better side. And going into the international break, you have to wonder what the psyche of this Chelsea team will be. Would it be to speedily get Alvaro Morata back, or just to make sure that Batshuayi is the kind of striker that they need? Whatever it is, Chelsea need to get their mojo back in time to be able to take their mantle again as back-to-back champions of the Premier League.
So you'll be getting more reports from the bridge on the football show today. In addition to your comments on social media about the Black Star squad at Asamoah Gyan being dropped, Andre Ayew, Jordan Ayew not being there, still a big issue because, as you know, a group says that northern-based players or players of northern extraction are not being given a fair hearing in the Black Stars. We'll be looking at that at the football show, 10:30 to 11. Join us.